Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 NIADA National Quality Dealer of the Year Awards. Live from the Rosen Shingle Creek Resort in Orlando, Florida. Sponsored by Cox Automotive, J.D. Power, NADA Used Car Guide, and Northwood University. And now, your host for tonight, Mr. Michael York.
Please keep your seats. Thank you. Welcome to the show. So great to have you here tonight. Once upon a time. Isn't that how so many great stories begin? Just a short drive away from the Magic Kingdom and Cinderella's castle, we gather tonight for yet another magical chapter in a story that's now spanned 8 decades. To remind one another that dreams still do come true. You've heard it said, and so have I, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose. Yeah, and I guess I understand the message they're trying to send. You know, how you play the game, that matters. Sure, that's important. But I found maybe there's a greater message in there somewhere. I guess I would subscribe to the thinking that it doesn't matter whether you win or lose until you lose. And then suddenly, it's a big deal. Because winning matters. In so many areas, we've all seen it. In many cases, we've lived it. It's really been so much a part of the theme all this week, making the adjustments necessary to win. Rewriting the playbook. Changing the thinking that changes the result. When great ideas spread all across an industry, those new ideas and new technologies make old ways obsolete. When conditions change and customers' expectations change with them. When the marketplace is constantly moving. When customers hear stories of the latest and greatest, from electric cars to cars that drive themselves. While a new generation of prospective buyers seek out other options or search for their right situation for that next car. When the real work must always include learning, and at times even unlearning some of the old ways and the old things that no longer apply. Too many times it seems we expend so much time, so much energy comparing today, now, to the past. Instead of looking ahead with the kind of visionary thinking that we've heard about really all this week that pulls today into a more exciting, more rewarding future. And rewriting the playbook means reprogramming our thinking over and then over again. One of my teachers, long after I was out of school, once said to me, "Michael, what you've learned, that's fine, that's great. But what I'm interested in now is, what are you learning?" ING, because learning is always ongoing. It's always something new, some new way or new idea that connects a customer or a community or an industry, when experience alone is just not enough. When stepping out of the past means leaping into the future, even when you can't clearly see the way. This is the courage of the entrepreneur and their commitment to doing something great. Individuals who became an inspiration to an entire generation, doing something different, something bigger, something so remarkable it would create the need for this celebration. In a setting that is certainly fit for a celebration, yes? What an amazing place. But you see, that wasn't always the case. The city we find ourselves in tonight was once upon a time thousands of acres of swampland. What we now see exists primarily because of the vision of just one man. And what that vision would later become, the effect it would have on so many other individuals and their visions and their dreams. Could a single individual really make that kind of difference? And history says, without a doubt. See, Walt Disney inspired countless generations of kids who became adults, who became whatever it is they wish to become. Walt once said about his dream, "I cannot believe there are any heights that cannot be scaled by anyone who knows the secret to making dreams come true." This special secret, curiosity, confidence, courage, and constancy. And the greatest of all, said Walt, is confidence. When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionably. So tonight, we recognize a group of individuals who believed in a thing all the way. Sitting with this group of dealers for interviews this week and hearing their inspiring stories, their gratitude to family and community, to mentors, and even to their peers who played such a key role in them receiving this honor. Tonight, you'll hear but a brief summary of this collection of inspiring stories, some historic and some heroic. This, then, is a night of wishes coming true, of courage and the courageous, how champions play the game, meeting challenges, because for captains of enterprise, challenges will most certainly keep coming. Tonight, a story that began once upon a time adds yet another magical chapter. This is the 2018 National Quality Dealer Awards. It's been a big show kind of week here from really the back lot of Universal Studios here in Orlando, with the theme this week, Rewriting the Playbook, with all the leading edge education sessions. The expo has almost achieved theme park status. I mean, it's huge. The Monday night kickoff reception, cigars, martinis, the giant outdoor concert, and that was just the beginning of the week. All the great things that the NIADA team delivered all week long just for you. Social media has been abuzz with all the posts and tweets and status updates. And for the huge group of first-time attendees here this week, can we just have a hand for first-time attendees here this week? So many of you. Thank you for being here. For all of you here for the first time and even first-time viewers at home, this live broadcast or webcast first happened in 2004, 15 years ago. Now, streaming media is commonplace today, but it was cutting-edge stuff back then. Yet another first that helped propel this association forward into the future. This evening also marks the 43rd anniversary of another long-standing tradition, the annual award presented to the National Quality Dealer. Today, the National Quality Dealer Award has become an iconic symbol of all that it means to be an independent dealer. The continuing commitment to learning and growing and meeting the challenges of an ever-changing marketplace, all the while setting an example for their fellow dealers and the next generation to come. This award honors dealer nominees representing their state associations from all across the country. And while each individual you'll meet tonight has been recognized in this elite class of quality dealers, achieving this highest of honors regionally, only one can earn the title National Quality Dealer of the Year. NIADA is proud to have 42 dealers who have received this award since its inception, and many of them are with us here tonight. Would all of our previous recipients please stand? Our winner tonight will be the 43rd NIADA National Quality Dealer of the Year. The list of achievements from each nominee you'll meet tonight is a long and amazing one, so there's no way we can share them all here tonight. What you'll hear instead is a brief bio of each nominee. It's kind of like I've said before, if you were introducing superheroes like Captain America and Iron Man and Wonder Woman, I mean, we don't need to know all their accomplishments. It's just understood that, okay, they're amazing. And they are. So this evening, NIADA will present 13 individuals representing their state associations from coast to coast out of over 16,000 members in this association. These dealers stand out in this elite group, having been named by their peers as the best of the best. Tonight, we'll have a first runner-up, a second runner-up, and of course, the National Quality Dealer of the Year. So, the nominees are ready. Our live audience here is ready. We've got a massive online viewing audience all across the World Wide Web. I'm sure they're ready, so let the pigeons loose, strike up the band, and start the parade. We're live outside Universal Studios in Orlando, and we're back right after this message.
I firmly believe Next Year Capital treats us with respect. They very much value our opinion. That's one thing that I have probably been the most impressed with Next Year. You think of them as a very large corporation, and they are, but at the end of the day, they really care about the individual dealers. None of us love the audit process, and so I was very straightforward with our account rep, and actually they had one of the regional guys fly in to talk to us about what we were feeling, what we were experiencing, and why that was such an issue for us. They listened, they made changes, they've streamlined the audit process, they've worked with the auditors, and I have found Next Year to be incredibly responsive. Next Year Capital has afforded Lightning and myself personally the time to be able to continue to expand, the time to buy more cars, and to focus on what it is that we really do that makes money.
Welcome back to Orlando. I'm Michael York, and this is the National Quality Dealer Awards. NIADA has been fortunate over the years to be associated with a prestigious university which co-developed NIADA's Certified Master Dealer Program, names our annual scholarship award winners, and also has the honor of assisting in the selection process of the National Quality Dealer of the Year. This year, Northwood University and NIADA has evaluated the state-nominated dealers that were submitted. A selection committee was put in place to determine the order of the finalists. Those participating in the process are industry stakeholders and are as follows. L.G. Bright, Chairman of the Automotive Marketing Department of Northwood University. Joe Cadle, Chief Operating Officer of Automotive Finance Corporation. Mike Stanton, Chief Operating Officer, National Auto Dealers Association. John Hammer, President of ADESA. Tim West, Vice President and North American Auction Director of Black Book Automotive. Joe McCluskey, President of McCluskey Motors, NIADA Region 4 Vice President, and 2013 National Quality Dealer of the Year. Speaking on behalf of the selection committee from Northwood University, please welcome Chairman of the Automotive Marketing Department, Mr. L.G. Bright.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks once again to Steve Jordan and his amazing staff for a tremendous convention week. Entrepreneurs are our heroes. They are not just another segment of the business. As Michael stated, for young people that are studying business, and especially the automotive business, in their academic pursuits, to be inspired by these stories and to take place as part of the selection committee is nothing less than amazing. We got the opportunity to judge these entrepreneurs on their service to the industry, their community service, and their dealership operations. And we're inspired at every mile marker. They are truly an amazing group of individuals. Well, we can't wait to find out who the winner is. So all we can say is, We think that you'll agree that every one of them is a winner in their communities and in this association. We also say good luck, God bless, and thank you for inspiring the next generation of leaders. Steve, thank you. Michael, back to you.
Thank you, LG. It's the big show, live from the East Coast home of the most famous mouse in the world, Mickey, Disney, Universal, National Quality Dealer Awards. We're all in Orlando tonight, and we're going to come back right after these messages.
Up next, we'll hear from Next Gear Capital. But first, this from NIADA's Certified Pre-Owned program.
My name is Chris Johnson. I'm with 6 Gear Auto Sales. I'm the owner and operator here in Fort Worth, Texas. In the past 90 days, I've installed this NIADA CPO program, which allows me to compete with the franchises for once. Their certified programs pretty much cap out at 80,000 miles or less, whereas the NIADA CPO program, we stop at 150,000 miles. So we're definitely separating ourselves from the competitors and the other independents as well. It allows us to sell a better car and a lower mileage vehicle, so I've changed my inventory over the past 90 days to conform to the new CPO program that I've installed here at 6 Gear. Our sales staff has really embraced it. They're even more excited because we've got lower mileage vehicles, better vehicles. These vehicles are checked out more thoroughly through the program, and we're really excited about what we can offer the public. Not just a vehicle, but now a vehicle that we can stand behind through the CPO program.
Welcome back. Tonight's ceremonies and awards simply could not happen without the assistance provided to us from a key group of very special benefactors. These benefactors have supported NIADA and its endeavors for many years. So before we get into our list of nominees, it is my great pleasure to introduce one of those benefactors who will be once again assisting with tonight's awards. On behalf of Next Gear Capital, Senior Vice President of Operations, Mr. Randy Dose. Randy?
Thank you, Michael, and thanks again to Steve Jordan and his team for a great week. You know, it's an honor to be here this evening representing Cox Automotive as we recognize leading independent dealers in our industry. The honorees this evening, they lead by example. From their commitment to providing customers quality, superior service, to being active supporters of the people and the organizations in their communities. Cox Automotive, through our various brands represented here this week, exists because of our partnership with our clients. And we know these partnerships are most successful when they are built upon shared values. The honorees this evening exemplify that dedication to partnership, be it to better serve their customers or their communities. So tonight, we thank each of you for the passion, the hard work, and dedication that you bring your business in the greater independent dealer community. Congratulations to each of you on your nominations. Now, you may have noticed that there's a vehicle that's been displayed this week in Gatlin Hall. We're excited to share that Cox Automotive and Next Gear Capital will donate an emergency response vehicle to the American Red Cross on behalf of tonight's National Quality Dealer Award recipient. Thank you. In fact, Tiffany Edwards from the American Red Cross and I will make the donation along with the soon-to-be-announced winner to their local American Red Cross chapter. This vehicle is an important life-saving tool that will support the American Red Cross's disaster relief program. The values of tonight's honoree are shared by all at Cox Automotive, and we're proud to help them continue to support their community. Congratulations on this well-deserved achievement, and thank you for allowing Cox Automotive and Next Gear Capital to be a part of this important evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. And actually, that is amazing news about the vehicle. And I believe Tiffany is in the audience tonight. Tiffany, are you with us tonight? Would you please stand? There she is. Thank you so much. That's fantastic news. All right, all our car stars are here. They're sitting in the audience like regular people. But later on tonight, one individual will be named the National Quality Dealer of the Year. The red carpet's all rolled out, the lights and cameras are ready, and we'll begin the introductions of this year's nominees coming up right after this.
We'll begin with our State Quality Dealer nominees, right after hearing from AutoZone.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious.
AutoZone and All That are a perfect marriage for the simple reason that I can look up the parts, order the parts, bill the labor, all through one system.
Welcome back. The dealer chosen tonight will represent NIADA as the National Quality Dealer for 2018 and will continue to represent this association as a quality dealer for the duration of his or her career. So if I could ask Randy to rejoin us, and representing NIADA, Steve Jordan down front. To all our nominees tonight, when I call your state and your name, please remain seated. Just bask in the glow while I say great things about you, okay? But after I've read your bio, make your way down the center aisle to the thunderous applause, all for you. Come right here to the front of the stage, receive your award, lots of pictures, yada, 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 and then return to your seat while maintaining your composure and acting like this kind of thing happens to you every day. So, got it? All right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, cue the band. It is my great pleasure to present to you this year's lineup of state quality dealers and your nominees for National Quality Dealer of the Year. That was cool. From the state of Alabama, Randy Crump. Randy got an early start in the car business, working at his father's car lot, sweeping the shop for 25 cents an hour. That's big money when you're only 7. He worked his way through several departments, even working through the co-op program in high school there. After college, Randy continued at his father's Mazda store until 1999, when he decided to go into the business full-time and opened Friendly Auto Sales. An NIADA member for over 17 years, Randy's created quite a name for himself and his community with his customers. In a town of 14,000, his Facebook page has almost 12,000 friends. With his employees who start every day with, "I will be happy today." And with his community, where his contributions and participation ranges from his daily Mountain Eagle devotional page, Salvation Army, Groundhog Shadowing Day, Homeless Coalition, and Adopt a Child for Christmas, as well as donating vans to homeless shelters. Congratulations, Randy Crump, Alabama's state quality dealer. From the Carolinas, Jerry Padrick Jr. M&M Auto Sales was founded in 1986 by Jerry's father while his dad was a salesman for the Lance Corporation. That's right. His dad was a cookie and cracker man who knew little about the car business, but after college and a year in the oil business, Jerry joined his dad and his brother. And slow and steady progress delivered a thriving business where now he sells cars to the children of his dad's customers. Today, an NIADA member for 17 years, his dealership is actively involved in his community as a member of his local chamber and local church, serving Awana Children's Ministry, coaching Little League baseball and soccer, sponsoring local teams. Jerry says he understands the importance of kids learning the value of team and teamwork that will carry forward into whatever career path these kids will follow. He says he's committed to making a difference, and it shows, donating to local schools, local community college scholarships, Christmas presents for underprivileged kids, Relay for Life, local disaster relief, and Toys for Tots, just to name a few. Congratulations, Jerry Padrick Jr., Carolina's state quality dealer. From the state of Colorado, Mike Zavislin. Once upon a time, way out west, Mike was a cattleman, cowboy, a cow-poking, cattle-driving, get-along little doggy, ranchman. But when the old car bug bites, what's a cattle baron to do but get in the car business? So when Mike was approached to start a dealership, he took out a loan on the ranch and made the leap from cows to cars. Starting in 1992 with just a dozen vehicles, today that cow-funded car business has grown to a superstore that last year sold just under 4,300 vehicles. We got time. That's a lot of cows right there, right? Now it's a service center, detail facility, and 86 employees. Mike's been featured as a top 10 nationwide independent dealer for 3 years in a row. Mike and his wife Randy are very involved in their community, from the U.S. Air Force Association to the Pueblo Chamber of Commerce, YMCA Chairman's Roundtable, Text for Tuition, supporting 4-H, a major sponsor of AMR, Safety Jam, Rotary, United Way, youth sports, dance clubs, partnering with Pueblo for Citizen of the Week program, and sponsoring the Pueblo Entrepreneurship Contest. Congratulations, Mike Zavislin, Colorado State Quality Dealer. We're live in Orlando. It's the National Quality Dealer Awards. More lights, cameras, and action straight ahead when we return after these messages.
We return to the 2018 National Quality Dealer Awards. Right after this, from Stars GPS.
Since the beginning, dealers have always faced challenges. Dealers have been concerned about protecting inventory, limiting financial risk, and getting customers to pay on time. Today, there's Stars GPS. Stars GPS has industry-leading technology and the total solution to alleviate concerns with erratic driver analysis, crash impact detection, national tow lot monitoring, lost power notifications, and an extensive array of collection tools, all of which will keep your operations streamlined and constantly informed of the status of your assets while driving your money in. Protect your financial assets while reducing overall risks with our exclusive vehicle recovery warranty, covering each vehicle up to $10,000. All of this while achieving higher measures of compliance. STARS GPS, the total analytical solution for today's business. Learn more at stars-gps.com or call 877-828-4770.
And we're back live in Orlando. Let's continue with our list of nominees from the state of Georgia. Hubert Keller Jr. After graduating with a business degree, Hubert started out in the golf business with a driving range and a golf shop. But then things shifted into high gear when he answered an ad for a car salesman job. He got the job, did pretty well. The owner's son married a girl in France, and then he left, and then Hubert was promoted, and a lot of stuff happened in a short amount of time. And let's just say things were going pretty well for everybody. Fast forward to 2006, Hubert wanted to be around a little more to see his kids grow up and spend more time with his family. So after struggling with the decision of leaving a great job, working for a great boss, and he says after lots of prayer, they took the big risk and opened their own dealership, Keller's Auto Sales, an NIADA member since 2006. He says his business has been blessed, and he wants to bless others. Hubert serves on the board of directors for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, is an active member in Backpack Buddies, which packs meals for disadvantaged school children on the weekends. He and his wife provide premarital counseling through church and mentor young couples. Having been on several missions trips to Guatemala and helping build homes for deserving families, he also supports Buena Vista Boys Academy in Guatemala. Congratulations, Hubert Keller Jr., Georgia's state quality dealer. From the state of Illinois, Steve Taylor. Steve got started in the car business mowing grass. He soon graduated to washing cars and later ended up balancing the cash register at the family Ford dealership, all before graduating from junior high. He is a third-generation member of the car business in a car family. Taylor Motor Company was founded in 1931 by Steve's grandfather. It has been one of the most respected automotive names in Southern Illinois for 86 years. Taylor Motor Company, Auto Credit of Southern Illinois, now has 4 locations. While selling cars at a large Ford dealership in North Carolina, Steve met Ingram Walters, and after visiting his operation, Steve's interest soon moved to the finance side of the car business. Today, with 4 locations and 44 full-time team members, Steve says our management team is the key to our success. My greatest accomplishment as the dealer principal has been in building this team. Average tenure of management staff is well over 10 years. A Buy Here, Pay Here commission board member, Steve says most of our charitable efforts focus on our Buy Here, Pay Here customer base, having collected almost 1,000 coats for kids in the past 2 years, as well as working to support the Salvation Army, Angel Tree, and participating in local food drives. Congratulations, Steve Taylor, Illinois State Quality Dealer. From the state of Indiana, Fred Grody. At age 15, Fred was working at a small used car lot, cleaning cars and doing odd jobs around the shop. But soon he moved on to a bigger dealership, became a salesperson, then area manager at just 28, and general manager soon after that. Fred says he always wanted to provide more than just a car, but a true car buying experience that resonated in a customer's life while making a difference for families who believed they had no options. He wanted to do what no other dealership had done and concentrate on providing a concierge experience to the subprime market. January 2008, Fred opened Grody Automotive, a used car lot with one employee. His wife, Jackie, took donuts to local offices with business cards to help spread the word. 10 years later, his business is a thriving one. The past 2 years, the Indiana Chamber of Commerce naming Grody Automotive in their best places to work in Indiana, and just this year, they were named by Inc. magazine in their list of best places to work. Fred believes if you take care of your community will take care of you. Actively supporting causes from animal shelters to sponsoring local sports teams to hosting charity events and even giving cars to families in need. Fred and Jackie are also longtime foster parents and throughout the years have fostered 30 children, making 4 of them a part of their own family through adoption. Congratulations, Fred Grody, Indiana State Quality Dealer. Well, it's a big night in the big room, a big audience, live and all across the World Wide Web. It's the National Quality Dealer Awards, and we're coming right back after this message.
More nominees coming up. But first, a word from one of our sponsors.
NextGear Capital is revolutionizing the floor plan industry with expedited funding for non-auction purchases through Rapid Pay. Rapid Pay is a simple and easy-to-use feature available in each dealer's account portal. Rapid Pay streamlines the flooring process for non-auction purchases and significantly reduces the time it takes to get funded. Rapid Pay now includes expedited funding on notice of title. This is an industry first and gets our dealers paid on a unit before its title is received. No more physically traveling to your lender to manage funding. Once approved, money is deposited via ACH to your account on file. Continue shipping titles at no cost using a prepaid FedEx waybill. We make it easy for our dealers to acquire the inventory when and how they need it. So why wait when you can do more now?
Welcome back. I'm Michael York, and this is the National Quality Dealer Awards. Let's continue with our nominees. From the state of Massachusetts, Ronald Gray. While working on his MBA at Plymouth State University, Ron's master thesis was on opening a car business. So, after recruiting some auto technicians for a couple of years and becoming fleet lease manager at Concord Auto Auction, in 1981, he put that master's thesis to work and opened Keystone Automotive. Ron says he's always been a car guy and stays busy in as well as outside the business. As a lifetime member of the National Street Rod Association, past curator at the Museum of Transportation in Brookline, Mass., NIADA member in good standing, 22 years, serving on the board of directors for several years, NIADA Golf Tournament Committee for several years, chairperson for Hope of Warriors Project Committee, and committee member for Massachusetts Dealer Education Bill. He sponsors and or volunteers at several nonprofit local organizations, including Milliford Community Day, an event raising money for local charities, Tri-Parish Youth Ministry, scholarships, football club, Lions Club car show, and more. And Ron and his wife are the co-founders of Jackie's Boutique, in tribute to their daughter. It's a unique vintage chic boutique housed within the local high school, offering special occasion dresses for young ladies of all ages to borrow, so every girl has a chance to dance. Hundreds of dresses have been donated, and this year 76 young ladies received dresses from Jackie's Boutique. Congratulations, Ronald Gray, Massachusetts State Quality Dealer. From the state of Michigan, Terry Wolfgang. Terry's dad was an auto mechanic, so it was only natural that as a boy he worked in his father's mobile gas station. Well, that got Terry interested in cars, landing him at a GM assembly plant during college. Terry then started in the retail business in 1976, and after receiving a number of sales awards, made the decision to start his own dealership, Granville Motor Cars, in 1998. A classic car appraiser for over 30 years. Terry's also been involved in auto racing, so he loves old cars and loves to drive fast ones. Well known in his community, now having been in the car business for 42 years with numerous repeat business and referrals. His business philosophy: dealers do more than sell cars. They support communities, charities, and families and employees with the underlying philosophy, like cars, love people. Actively involved in NIADA and vice president of the West Michigan chapter. He's also served on his state board. An active member of Central Wesleyan Church, Terry's also a licensed chaplain, performing funerals, hospital visitations, as well as leading chapel services at senior and nursing homes. He's worked with the Holland Rescue Mission to develop a mechanic training program for ex-cons and resell cars to needy families at a low cost, all while raising over $850,000 for the homeless in his community. Congratulations, Terry Wolfgang, Michigan State Quality Dealer. From Ohio, Chris Haas. Chris is a third-generation car man. Today, he continues to add to a 70-year history in the family business. His grandfather, then his father's dealerships, helped him begin his car career in 1994, where he learned the importance of attention to detail while detailing every vehicle. Over the years at his father's dealership, Chris was given increasing levels of responsibility and eventually founded his own dealership in 2010 as a wholesale operation that later grew into a retail facility. Chris prides himself on being an innovative dealer, always asking questions and looking for ways to improve. As a certified master dealer, Chris serves on Next Gear Capital's Dealer Advisory Council and is a proud participant in his community, supporting many local charitable organizations, including supplying up to 4 cars each year to the local college through the Youngstown State University Car Dealers Program. He provides the complimentary use of his facility for community events and fundraisers, and gladly partners with Special Olympics through sponsorships and volunteer work. He is a board member for Eyes for Olivia and his local Lions Club for 12 years, helping plan fundraisers for the Curing Retinal Blindness Foundation. Congratulations, Chris Haas, Ohio State Quality Dealer. There's more car stories and more car stars and more mastering of the ceremonies by yours truly, all for your late night viewing pleasure. We're back right after this.
We will continue with this year's National Quality Dealer Awards. After this, from AutoZone.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious.
AutoZone and All That are a perfect marriage for the simple reason that I can look up the parts, order the parts, bill the labor, all through one system.
That's right, we're back. I'm Michael York, live from convention headquarters just outside Universal Studios. It's the worldwide broadcast of the 2018 National Quality Dealer Awards. And let's continue with our nominee from Pennsylvania, Gary Zimmerman. Gary got his start in the car business under the hood. Just a year after graduating high school in 1990 as a mechanic at a local used car dealership, then onto a body shop, and then quickly into management. After going out on his own, starting a wholesale operation, in 1996, he moved to sunny Florida to be a part of a startup company's advertising dealer vehicles online. This new thing called the internet. Within a year, he'd moved back to Pennsylvania to make the same marketing strategy available to Pennsylvania dealers, and he soon had virtually every dealer in the Lancaster, Lebanon, and surrounding area advertising online with his company, PA Auto Search. A year later came his opportunity to buy a fledgling dealership he had been servicing, Twin Pine Auto Sales. He did and became dealer principal in 1998. From those early days of selling a few cars to last year selling over 2,800 vehicles, his passion for innovation and love for the car business has propelled him to push boundaries and grow a team of leaders with that same drive. He's been involved in Dealer 20 groups from the start, which has been a major contributing factor to his success. Today, his 30 full-time and 16 part-time employees play an active role in their community, having donated over $2 million to a local trust, which supports many charitable efforts, including outreach to local high schools, Eastern Mennonite missions, outward-focused global disciples, and more. He's served part of an outreach movement to Haiti and Honduras, and his entire dealership staff traveled to New York City over Christmas to distribute food to the needy. Congratulations, Gary Zimmerman, Pennsylvania State Quality Dealer. From the state of Texas, Greg Fee. Ever ask a 5-year-old what they want to be when they grow up? Doctor, lawyer, movie star. If you'd ask Greg, his childhood dream was to be a car dealer. Ah, the fame, the glamour, the adoring fans. Greg was co-owner of a cell phone company while working part-time at a Ford dealership. While at that store on what looked like just another ordinary Sunday, Greg set an all-time record for cars sold in a single day with 25. Boom. Greg was working as an outside wholesaler before starting his own dealership in 1989 in Lubbock, moving to Austin and Austin Rising Fast Motor Cars, where today his team actually has a delivery celebration to show each customer how much they appreciate their business. An active member in his state association, Greg is a TIADA VP at large, TIADA Awards Committee Chairman, has served on the Bylaws Committee and Budget and Finance Committee, as well as a Legislation Day participant. Greg has been an adult member of the Boy Scouts of America and Merit Badge and Counselor and Teacher for the past 7 years. He serves as volunteer auctioneer for school fundraisers, having also served on United Way Fund Distribution Committee, Board of Directors for the Theodore Fee Boys Club, Lubbock Mentor Program, and as president and co-founder of the African American Business Professional Coalition, having been an Austin Ambassadors Club member as well as a South Plains Lions Club member for 15 years. In 2016, Greg was presented with the Boys and Girls Club of America Alumni Lifetime Achievement Award, which is given to those with a lifelong record of deep community involvement and service. Congratulations, Greg Fee, Texas State Quality Dealer. We are live at the National Quality Dealer Awards in Orlando, Florida. We're back right after this short break.
My name's Chris Johnson. I'm with 6 Gear Auto Sales. I'm the owner and operator here in Fort Worth, Texas. In the past 90 days, I've installed this NIADA CPO program, which allows me to compete with the franchises for once. Their certified programs pretty much cap out at 80,000 miles or less. Whereas the NIADA CPO program, we stop at 150,000 miles. So we're definitely separating ourselves from the competitors and the other independents as well. It allows us to sell a better car and a lower mileage vehicle. So I've changed my inventory over the past 90 days to conform to the new CPO program that I've installed here at 6 Gear. Our sales staff has really embraced it. They're even more excited because we've got lower mileage vehicles, better vehicles. These vehicles are checked out more thoroughly through the program, and we're really excited about what we can offer the public, not just a vehicle, but now a vehicle that we can stand behind through the CPO program.
Welcome back. We'll continue with our list of nominees from the state of Utah, Clint Martin. 20 years ago, 1998, Clint's first lot opened as 4K Cars. Today, what's now known as Automax has 8 locations in 5 cities and 2 states. Seems Clint has always had this attitude of possibility. Combine that positive attitude with a thirst for knowledge, add that to his interest in building relationships, and sprinkle in a bit of innovative approach, and it all adds up to the Automax success story. Clint says the key is to value people and relationships. Just a few examples of his innovations. He initiated specialized vehicle lots to address the specific trends and demands of an area. establishing a used car factory to process all Automax vehicles, ensuring quality and efficiency, including a 120-point inspection where 26 employees work on the reconditioning of all cars. His annual Brakes by Santa event helps out in his community as he and his employees donate parts, time, and services to replace brakes for those in need. Clint has served on Utah Used Car Dealer Association board for 10 years. He also has 10 years of active service with the Boy Scouts of America and believes in investing in the youth of today who will help shape the future. He puts this into practice by donating to youth athletic programs and other organizations. Clint helped organize a group of friends and neighbors to go to Peru and assisting 3 villages with harvesting produce, building adobe structures to protect the community's cattle from poachers, and working with the children in local village schools. Congratulations, Clint Martin, Utah State Quality Dealer. From the state of Virginia, Tim McGuire. Tim isn't just a veteran in the car business, he is a highly decorated military veteran as well, serving in the U.S. Navy, earning many medals and ribbons, including 4 Good Conduct Medals and the Vietnam War Campaign Medals. Stationed at NAS Oceana, Virginia Beach, and serving aboard USS Independence, USS Eisenhower, USS America, and USS Forrestal, and USS Saratoga. During shore duty, he served in training commands where he was a mentor, teacher to new troops. While still in the Navy, Tim started working part-time for Winslow's Auto Sales because he'd always loved cars as a teenager. Then became a salesman, then a buyer and a manager, working there for 12 years, later working at Hyman Auto Sales. Tim credits these 2 dealers for so much of what he learned. Opening Tim McGuire Auto Brokers in 1998, he changed the name in 2004. He's been collecting antique and special interest cars for over 39 years and belongs to numerous car clubs. He's actively involved in civic and community activities, sponsoring programs such as Virginia Beach Police Bike Safety Program, Special Olympics, local sports teams, and he's donated vehicles for a Desert Storm vet and women's shelter. His business philosophy is simple. Service after the sale is most important. And he says he's happy to be a place where friends let friends buy cars. Congratulations, Tim McGuire, Virginia State Quality Dealer. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating all of tonight's state quality dealers. We're live at convention headquarters in Orlando, so who's your pick? Stick around. We're going to find out. Coming up right after this.
When we come back, 2017 Quality Dealer of the Year, Robert Blankenship of Texas, reflects on his year as National Quality Dealer. But first, this from Next Gear Capital.
I firmly believe Next Year Capital treats us with respect. They very much value our opinion. That's one thing that I have probably been the most impressed with Next Year. You think of them as a very large corporation, and they are, but at the end of the day, they really care about the individual dealers. None of us love the audit process, and so I was very straightforward with our account rep, and actually they had one of the regional guys fly in to talk to us about what we were feeling, what we were experiencing, and why that was such an issue for us. They listened, they made changes, they've streamlined the audit process, they've worked with the auditors, and I have found Next Year to be incredibly responsive. Next Year Capital has afforded Lightning and myself personally the time to be able to continue to expand, the time to buy more cars, and to focus on what it is that we really do that makes money.
Welcome back. I'm Michael York. We're closing in on the big reveal. But before we do, I would like to invite your reigning National Quality Dealer of the Year to share a few comments and insights from this past year. Ladies and gentlemen, from Texas, please welcome Robert Blankenship.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Michael. And good evening to each and every one of you, especially this year's Quality Dealer of the Year nominees, and what an impressive group it is. I'd like to speak directly to the nominees for just a second. I'm sure many of you are just like me. A year ago, I found myself sitting in the audience where you are tonight, in awe of the other candidates. However, I really wanted only two things to happen that night. I wanted Steve Jordan to call my name at the very end of the program, and I wanted the person giving the speech to be very brief. I can't help you with the first one tonight, but I promise you I'm going to help you with the second one. I want to start by thanking Steve Jordan, the entire NIADA team, and the National Quality Dealer of the Year Selection Committee for giving me the opportunity to represent this industry over the past year. I recognize this association is much bigger than this award. I also want to thank you for your leadership and your commitment to protecting this industry. Over the past few months, I've been asked many times, when did it hit me that I was National Quality Dealer of the Year? Well, that night, when I heard the line, he began his automobile career selling cars with his dad at his insurance company in 1992. I knew it was me, and I won. Things began to blur a bit, and my mind began to race. I remember thinking to myself, don't trip on the way to the stage. Don't forget to thank my family, my friends, and my team back home. And I thought, oh crap, I got to go up there and give a speech. That's not my strong suit. After the banquet, the blur continued with well-wishers and photos. Then later that night, I got back to my room, and I can't tell you how many text messages I had from my family, our team back home, my 20-group brothers, and my mentors. And that's when it really started to hit me. I always knew I didn't get here alone, but sometimes you forget that what makes all of this so special is the people, the relationships. It's not always about moving another piece of metal or delivering another vehicle this week. But my wife, Eric, and I stayed up all night reading and responding to texts. It was inspiring and humbling. I received texts from people like Juan Savion, Jeff Baker, Blake Ingram, Steve Taylor, Mike Brill, Sean Richardson, and Chuck Bonanno. Most of these guys are my 20 group, dealers who actually know my business, dealers I admire, respect, and want to be like when I grow up. In my business, my 20 group is my family. My business would not be where it is today without their support, encouragement, and every now and then a little tough love. I hope one day I can give back to them as much as they've given to me. I also received a number of messages from our team back home, from our employees who have been with us for many years, from those who have been key from helping us grow from our one lot back in 1995 to where we are today. I couldn't be happier that we have created a place so many can call home. And I'm more committed today than ever to making Texas Auto Center a great place to work. But I guess it really started to sink in when I returned to Austin and walked back into our dealership. My office was filled with balloons and trays and cupcakes. Employees flooded my office all day with congratulations. This has changed my life. It's made me want to be a better dealer and a better person. So I don't know exactly when the answer to the question is when it hit me. It still hits me every day. And having the opportunity to share it with so many is something I will cherish for the rest of my life.
I felt so blessed all year long and hate to see it come to an end, but I'm excited about this year's winner. And I hope you find it as rewarding and as humbling as I have. I sure hope you don't trip on the way to the stage. Thank you all. Have a good night. Thank you, Robert, for your example and inspiration in representing NIADA and your fellow dealers this past year. Job well done. Well, we're live at broadcast headquarters in the shadow of Universal Studios from Orlando, Florida, and very soon you'll know the identity of the top three and the winner of the biggest prize of the night. We're back right after this message.
Coming up, NIADA names second and first runners-up for this year's Quality Dealer of the Year Awards. But now, we'll hear from Stars GPS.
Since the beginning, dealers have always faced challenges. Dealers have been concerned about protecting inventory, limiting financial risk, and getting customers to pay on time. Today, there's Stars GPS. Stars GPS has industry-leading technology and a total solution to alleviate concerns with erratic driver analysis, crash impact detection, national tow lot monitoring, lost power notifications, and an extensive array of collection tools, all of which will keep your operations streamlined and constantly informed of the status of your assets while driving your money in. Protect your financial assets while reducing overall risks with our exclusive vehicle recovery warranty, covering each vehicle up to $10,000. All of this while achieving higher measures of compliance. Stars GPS, the total analytical solution for today's business. Learn more at stars-gps.com or call 877-828-4770.
That's right, we're back. 72nd anniversary of the NIADA and the 2018 National Quality Dealer Awards. Time now to name your second runner-up in the competition for this year. So, Randy and Steve, if you would, both rejoin me on stage. Your second runner-up. What does it take to reinvent yourself? To be firmly entrenched in one business and then make the leap to something totally new and different? Well, this dealer knows all about that, having made that jump successfully when opportunity came knocking in the car business. Starting out with just a few cars, today his dealership can truly be called a superstore, selling over 4,000 cars last year. He consistently holds over a 20% market share of used vehicles sold in his metro area. His dealership's community involvement ranges from the YMCA to United Way to the 4-H State Fair sale. From safety jams, Stroll for Stroke, to youth sports and the major sponsor for the Rotary Duck Race. He's also active in his local entrepreneurship contest and gladly rehabs local police vehicles. He's featured as a top 10 nationwide independent dealer 3 years running and named the best auto dealer in his community. Ladies and gentlemen, your second runner-up from Colorado, Mike Zavislin. Congratulations, Mike and Randy. And now your first runner-up. After college, this dealer went into the oil business. But after just a year, he was drawn more toward the oil change business and soon joined his father and brother in the exciting world of used cars. That family trio weren't exactly seasoned car men, but were eager to learn the business and grow the dealership at their own pace, to avoid having to borrow a lot of money to finance their inventory. One of the great lessons he and his brother learned early on is you can't put a dollar value on your reputation. Being men of high character and integrity were always at the forefront of whatever business they were engaged in. In 2015, they opened a second location thanks to the loyalty of their customers who continue buying cars from them one generation to the next. His business philosophy is simple. Treat people the way you'd want to be treated. He says his goal is to provide each customer with good, solid, dependable transportation in the hopes that they'll need another vehicle sometime in the future and buy it right here. Making a personal commitment in his community is a priority as a member of the local chamber and his local church. Coaching baseball and soccer, teaching kids the real value of teamwork that'll carry forward into whatever career path they choose. His dealership participates as well with local school donations, community college scholarships, Relay for Life, and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, your first runner-up from the Carolinas, Jerry Padrick Jr. So congratulations to Jerry Padrick Jr. of the Carolinas and Mike Zavislin of Colorado, your 2018 first and second runner-up. Straight ahead, it's the big one, and you'll know who it is right after this.
Next, NIADA CEO Steve Jordan names this year's Quality Dealer of the Year. But first, a word from one of our sponsors, Carfax.
Pick a car. Any car.
Just want to find a used car without getting ripped off.
Search millions of used cars and find a great deal at Carfax.com.
That would help. Show me the Carfax.
Only Carfax gives you the most accurate price based on a car's history. Just look at all the great deals.
Thanks, buddy.
Boom.
Show me the Carfax.
Start your used car search and get free Carfax reports at the all-new Carfax.com.
Welcome back to Orlando with the announcement of the 2018 National Quality Dealer of the Year. Please welcome CEO of NIADA, Mr. Steve Jordan.
Well, thank you, Michael. As always, 15 years in the making, man. You've done another great job for us this year. Let's give it up for Michael York, the MC's MC. Each state quality dealer you've met tonight is obviously very successful in their own businesses and in their own right. They are leaders in the industry, committed to their families and their communities. as well as in the highest standards they set for other dealers to follow. You've heard just a few words about the countless stories of how these individuals are making a difference for those around them in business and in life. In this group of exceptional candidates, however, only one can be named the National Quality Dealer of the Year. And our Quality Dealer of the Year for 2018 is a big success in a small town. In fact, the words of the classic John Cougar Mellencamp song very well describes this dealer's philosophy. I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. In a small town, it's all about being friendly and happy. Not a bad way to start the day, which is exactly what his team at the dealership strives to do each and every day. Except for Wednesdays, of course, when in his small town, everyone knows the friendliest dealership in town is closed. That allows all of his employees to have some extra time off to enjoy family time, recreation time, and small town time. Just one more thing that makes this dealer and his philosophy on people and family and community unique. He got his start at age 7 working in his dad's car lot, sweeping and cleaning and observing all of what was going on around him. He would later work his way up through all of the departments and even worked at the dealership through his co-op program at the local high school. After college, he went back into the car business, working at a Mazda store until 1999, when he made the decision to go into business for himself and opened up his own used car store, starting with just him, a secretary, and of course, a wash boy. Everybody's got to have that. Later came salesmen and upgrades and detail shops, 2 certified mechanics, and a repair shop. Being friendly doesn't just go for the people who come on his lot or the neighbors around town. It is also their goal in the online community, and it shows. In his small town, with a population of a total of 14,000 people, he has collected almost 12,000 friends on his Facebook page. A graduate of Northwood University, he challenges each and every member of his team to get the most from their life and work, and subscribes to the philosophy that if they don't succeed individually as an employee, then he has failed as an employer. He's an active member of a 20 group as well as a member of NIADA for almost 20 years now. He is all about supporting that small town community in every way possible, from buying local to supporting local causes and charities, from his local Salvation Army to cooking for a cure to a homeless coalition, adopting a child for Christmas, donating vans to homeless shelters, and in general, helping out in any way he can for his small town community. The entire population of that small town knows they can count on friendly auto sales in so many ways, and they do. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 National Quality Dealer of the Year from the state of Alabama, Mr. Randy Crump.
think I'm having a heart attack. First off, I was 15 minutes late today getting to our pre-meeting here to tell us where we need to meet and all that. And I did catch at the end there that write something down just in case you win. So this is something right here I want to tell y'all right here that I've wrote down from my heart, whatever, today when I went back to the motel room. I can't tell you how honored I am, what this means to me. I want to thank the committee and the sponsors for putting on this awesome event. It's an awesome convention. I want to thank Randy Jones and the staff of our local Alabama chapter. He's done such a great job. Most importantly, my father. I'm a second-generation car dealer. He's given me the knowledge, the opportunity, the work ethic that's required in today's business. I can't thank you enough there, Wolf. I call him Wolf. I just want to tell you again, I'm very honored, and thank y'all very much.
Well, the excitement's not over. We're live outside Universal Studios, and we're coming back with the thrilling conclusion to tonight's big show in Orlando right after this.
Tonight's award ceremonies are coming to a close. Right after this, from Carfax.
Okay, it's time to pick a used car.
I really don't want to get ripped off.
Carfax can help. Search millions of used cars and find a great deal at Carfax.com.
Yeah, show me the Carfax.
Only Carfax gives you the most accurate price based on a car's history.
Wow, look at all the great deals.
Oh, you're welcome.
Show me the Carfax.
Start your used car search and get free Carfax reports at the all-new Carfax.com.
Well, it's been a great week here at Rosen Shingle Creek Resort. All the goings-on in this theme park mecca that is Orlando. Lots of things happened here this week, but some of them we can't talk about on live TV. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors, everyone here in our live audience, and to all of you watching all across the World Wide Web. Thanks for being here. To all of our nominees, job well done. Thank you very much. And congratulations to Randy Crump, your newest National Quality Dealer of the Year. Thanks for being with us. I'm Michael York. Good night, everybody.